Good morning, Primary 6. I'm Mrs. Rania, your math teacher. Today, we will talk about multiplying integers. So, here, if I want to multiply two integers, I have a lot of options. For example, if I have two positive integers and I want to multiply them, the answer will be positive or what? Yes, sure. If I'm multiplying two positive integers, the answer must be positive integers. And the product of multiplying two negative integers must be positive integers too. So, if I'm multiplying two same sign, the answer must be positive. If I'm multiplying same sign, the answer will be positive integers. But if I have two different signs, negative integer multiplied by positive integer or positive integer multiplied by negative integer, the answer should be what? Should be negative integer. Okay? So it means when I'm multiplying two same sign of integers, the answer should be positive. But if I'm multiplying two different sign, the answer should be negative integers. And of course, any integer multiplied by a zero, the answer should be 0. Here we have some properties of multiplying integers. We will start with the closure property, which means if I multiply any two integers, the product of them must be belong to the integers. For example, if I multiply negative 3 by 2, the answer is negative 6. So, negative 6 belong to the integers because it's a negative integer and all the negative integers belong to the integers. Another property, commutative property. Here, what is the meaning of commutative property? We said before, if I'm switching the place of the numbers. So, the number here, the answer here will not change. For example, negative 8 multiplied by 10 equals what? Equal negative 80. And 10 multiplied by negative 8 equals what? Equal negative 80. So, if I switch the place of the integers, the answer will stay as it is. So, here I'm having a commutative property. Number 3, associative property. We said before, the meaning of associative property, if I make groups from the integers, if I make groups, if I use brackets. So, A multiplied by B multiplied by C equals A multiplied by group of B multiplied C equals group of A multiplied by B multiplied by C. We could use an integer to make it more easier. Negative 3 times 4 times 2 equals negative 3 times the group of 4 by 2. And it will be equal the group of negative 3 times 4 multiplied by 2. Okay, let's see here the multiplicative identity. What is the meaning of multiplicative identity? Here, which number or which integer, if I multiply it by any integer, the answer will stay the same. Of course, it's 1, okay? Because if I multiply 1 by any integer, the answer will stay the same integer. Negative 6 times 1 equals 1 times negative 6, which means equals negative 6. So, the 1 is our multiplicative neutral element, okay? Here, the multiplication distributed over addition and subtraction. What does it mean? It means if I have A multiplied by the sum of B and C, it means equal A multiplied by B plus A multiplied by C. Let's take an example, 6 multiplied by the sum of 2 plus 4. It means I'll distribute 6 on this bracket. It will be 6 times 2 plus 6 times 4. Okay, it will stay the same answer. Okay, if I have to divide integers, what should I do? Here, the quotient of dividing two integers having same sign will be positive, like the multiplication. And the quotient of dividing two integers having different sign, the sign or the quotient will be negative integer, exactly like the multiplication. So I have rules which is for multiplication and division. If I'm multiplying or dividing same sign, the answer will be positive always. And if I multiply or divide two different signs, the answer will be always negative sign or negative integers. 0 divide any integers equal 0, except of course it's a 0. 0 divide 6, it's a 0. 0 divide negative 8, it's a 0. Okay? Take care, I can't divide any integer by 0. So it's not possible. So I can't divide it. Here, let's see an example. Let's see our property of division. Here, if I divide, for example, 6 divide 3, it will be 2. Okay, this 2 is belong to the integers. But 3 divide 6 equals half. Do I have fraction in integers? Of course not. So half didn't belong to the integers. So it's not closed under the division. So any answer, I couldn't find any answer inside the integers. Let's see the commutative property. If I switch the places, negative 8 divide 4, it will be what? It will be negative 2. But 4 divide negative 8, it will be negative half. So these two quotients are not equal, so it's not commutative. Another property, here the associative. A divide B divide C. If I move the bracket, it will have another answer. For example, 16 divide 2 equals 8. 8 divide 4, it will be 2. So the left side, the answer from it will be 2. While here, 2 divide 4, it's half. 16 divide half, it will be 32. So the two answers are not equal, so it's not associative. Let's summarize all our property. Here, in addition, if I'm using same sign, add the number and copy the sign. But if I'm having two different signs, subtract the number, copy the sign of the larger number. Okay. Subtraction. Change the sign of subtraction, use the addition, or take the difference between these two integers and take the sign of the greater one. Multiplication. If I have two same sign, so the answer will be positive. If I'm having different sign, the product will be negative. And the division 2, same sign will give me positive quotient, and different sign, it will be negative quotient. Let's see an example from your school book, page 23. Find the result of the following. Negative 132 multiplied by negative 3. We said, if I have same sign, the answer must be positive. So the answer here will be positive 393. Letter B, 5 multiplied by negative 4. I have here two different signs, so the answer must be negative. It will be negative 20. Negative 8 multiplied by 1 equal negative 8. Negative 9 multiplied by positive 7, negative 63. 0 multiplied by any integer will stay 0. The answer must be 0. Okay, take care here. Negative multiplied by negative 6. After that, I multiply them by negative 2. Okay. We said two same sign equal positive. So it will be negative multiplied by negative 6. It will be positive 6. Positive 6 multiplied by negative 2, I have positive and negative, two different signs, so the answer will be negative 12. Okay? Let's see another example. Find the value of x. Letter A, 8 multiplied by x equal negative 48. How could I find this answer? We could use the equation steps. So I'll ask myself, which number multiplied by 8 equal negative 48? It will be negative 48 divided by 8 equal 6. Okay, equal, sorry, negative 6. Negative 48 divide 8 equal negative 6. Letter B, x multiplied by 9 equal negative 45. Again, which number, if I multiply it by 9, will give me negative 48? It will be negative 5. Negative 5. Again, letter C, x time the answer of the product of 5 multiplied by negative 13 equals negative 9 times 5 times negative 13. It's a mirror, okay? Two sides are equal to each other, so where is our missing number? Our missing number here is negative 9. Okay? I hope you understand it well. Please try to practice on it and see you soon. Thank you.